Okay then. So, this is where the stream officially starts, or at least where the playthrough picks up from correctly. Let's just pretend that this was a just talking stream up until this point, right? That's how it works, yeah? We all good? Oh boy. Right, so, what's next? I'll tell you what's next. Next is making some characters that you guys have requested. You mean like, wait, what's a lich? You mean a lick? Exactly like that, Trilbay. Oh my god. Yeah. So for instance, I want to say that the first time that I heard the word lich, would it have been Wrath of the Lich King from WoW? If it wasn't Wrath of the Lich King from WoW, then it can't have been too much earlier than that. But when I first saw that word, I was like, the Lick King? The Like King? The Lich? Is it Lich? Is it Like? Is it Lick? What is it? And I think someone was friendly enough to say, it's Lich, you dumbass. And I was like, oh, thanks. Thanks. You've cleared up so much for me. But yeah, words like that. Just, why? Why? Why say lich? Why call it a lich when you could just call it a super duper bad dead boy? It's much simpler to remember. Super duper bad dead boy. Takes a little bit longer to say. Like if you're in combat and a lich appears, you can't be like, you can't just say, oh, there's a lich. Like you are gonna have to inevitably say, oh, there's a super bad dead boy. I forgot. Super duper. Sorry guys. And at that point, you and your team are dead. So maybe I'm wrong with what I'm saying. Maybe it shouldn't be super duper bad dead boy. Can we abbreviate that, do you think? Potato. I heard the word lich from WoW. Yeah, I think I'm the same. I heard it first from WoW as well. Oh my god, everybody heard it in the same place. That's great. Pop culture, right? Is it pop culture? I think it's pop culture. It counts as pop culture. Why not? Oh, there's an undead wizard. Undead wizard works better. Undead wizard probably works better. Definitely simpler to remember. Like, oh, there's an undead wizard. Boom. Combat commences. Did we leave anything good? No? Well, let's go then. Let's go get these characters made. Right. So, back to the Defender's Heart. Onwards, group. March. Don't know why I did Horgus's voice. Who was it last stream that suggested I just play through the game as Horgus? Or Horgus's long lost brother, I should say. Because that was a hilarious idea, I have to say. Yeah, it was Trilbay. It was you, right? Yeah, I thought so. I was kind of torn between whether it was Trilbay, Spark, or Embrace. But yeah, no, that would... It's kind of a hilarious concept to me of, you know... can we try and evade them? Yes, we can. A hilarious... Oh my god. Guys, we're only like 2 streets from the tavern. Can you not protect this far out? How are we going to take back the city if you're allowing demons to roam 2 streets from the tavern? My god, people, come on. What was I saying? No, I didn't think it was Trashworth. It wasn't Trashworth. I don't think it was Trashworth at all. Trilbay. It was indeed Trilbay. But yeah, the idea of ending up in a cutscene with him and having to do his voice twice over, Horgus Guam and Forgus Guam. I think I would probably call him Forgus. Or Bogus. Maybe Bogus Guam, you know? Like, that's bogus. Attack. Probably besides the point. I'm not going to do it. Funny idea, though. Okay. It's just one... Oh boy, we're back to the whole lich thing, aren't we? It's one... Shia? Shah? Shkia? Stier? Stier? Don't know how to pronounce it. This shouldn't be too difficult, right? There's 6 of us and 1 of it. There's a lot of misses happening. Can I ask people, how can you not hit? There we go. Okay. We'll be resting soon anyway, so it's not really too integral that I try and keep everyone's health up high and manage the party well. Fighting a demon lord as Horgus would be great. I mean, the idea of Horgus basically fighting anything at all is great because he's such a, well, I wouldn't say he's a coward, but he's definitely not willing to enter combat easily. It's actually pronounced Bob. Oh shit. That makes them so much less imposing. Like, oh my god, look over there. It's one of those horned demons that carry glaives. I think they're called a Shia. It's much easier to imagine it in a scenario where it's like, oh my god, look, there's several Bobs over there. Sarah heal. Oh my god, Sarah has really, there's been a few moments over the past couple streams where Sarah's healing has really helped. I don't know, I think, because we don't have a cleric yet. I remember that there's, what's his name? There is a companion that's a cleric. Social? Again, I don't know how to say his name either. But yeah, I know there's a companion that's one, but I don't think we actually unlock that companion until after Canabras. Or Canabra. Canabra? I don't know. If I could, because here's the thing, it's not even that it's just because it's lacking voiceover, because it has voiceover. It's just that the voiceover artists, they say different things. Some of them say Canabra, some of them say Canabras. I think I've heard one of them say Canabra. So yeah, it's confusing, to say the least. Wait, what class is Sarah? She's a cleric. An angel fire apostle to be, yeah, Nicaeus said, never mind. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, we went the long way around. Oh, we having a drink? Okay, well, the VOD will probably start from when I got back to the tavern then, or at least to the outside of the tavern. Let's maybe give the good people on YouTube a chance to witness the conundrum that is Canabras. They missed the rest out, but they can have that. Let me see. So, the defender's heart greets you with unexpected liveliness. Beyond the walls of the tavern, the once bustling and festive city lies in ruins, but somehow none of that can be felt within these walls. The people in the room are talking, laughing, raising toasts, even softly singing. It doesn't look like typical tavern revelry, but nor is it the grim vigilance of recent days. Oh boy. Sarah is the healer / support pacifist of the party. Everyone needs a pacifist, right? Someone who is a little bit reluctant to get into combat, but when she sees her friends being threatened, she's the first into the fray. Right, Seela waves to you. She's sitting at a table with the trio you met previously. The knight, the half-elf, and the red-headed halfling. Oh wait, this is Seela. Flanders, come, let me properly introduce you to Elan. I don't want to say Ellen because that is indeed a woman's name, and I will just constantly assume the character is a woman even though it's clearly a man. So I'm going to say Elan because that's easier for me to remember. Elan, Janna, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Cart. Oh wait, shit, yeah, they stole, or should I say they rescued a beer cart. A cart full of beer. Seela pushes a mug of beer towards you and speaks softly. It was me who convinced Irabeth to use what Janna, Curl, and Elan found for a little party. If you look out the window, you might think the end times have come and the abyss has devoured us all. I thought some simple pleasures, good food and good company, could help keep the gloom at bay. Seela looks at you hesitantly, as if trying to gauge your reaction. I understand we need to continue living and fighting, however hard that might be, even amidst the chaos that has fallen in the city. We're not going to go with the lawful option. We're not going to be a party pooper. Flanders is not a party pooper, okay? In fact, have I ever turned down merrymaking and good company? Ha! Let's raise our mugs, my friends. I'm kind of tempted to go with the chaotic option. Good old Flanders, the spellcasting sorcerer. He does enjoy a drink. He does indeed enjoy a drink. Oh boy. But then again, Flanders has been kind of socially awkward so far, so I understand we need to continue living and fighting, however hard that might be, even amidst the chaos that has befallen the city. Allow me to declare my support for Sealer's decision as well. Experience tells me that we should shed no tears until after our victory. If we start to mourn the fallen while the battle is still raging, we'll be jeopardizing all our efforts. Now is the time for rest. We'll bury the dead after the last demon has been driven from Canabras. Okay, well maybe bury them sooner than that, because if it takes us a while, they're going to start to smell a little bit, aren't they? I think I took what he was saying a little bit too literally. Let's see. Sarah saw her friend get hurt. Fire shall rain from the sky. As the saying goes, fear not the wrath of a warrior, but fear the wrath of a kind man. That's a very good. Where's that saying from? It's a very good point. Because I mean, if you anger, well, sorry, no, I'll rephrase that. If you feel the wrath of a warrior, then it's probably just a day-to-day sort of occurrence, right? They're a warrior. But if a kind person like really digs into you and really gets angry and really, you know, tears you a new one, you know that shit's hit the fan because you've managed to make them angry. Let me see. Jenna Aldori. Hey, are we just going to sit in here with grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little bit. We get to know each other a little bit better, so we have reasons to toast. Tell me about you and your order, Elan. Screw it, I'm calling him Elon. As stories go, it's not very entertaining. I was born far to the south in Andoran. Andoran? It sounds like Alderaan. Never mind. I lost my parents early. Led the life of a simple mercenary. But often questioned the path I had chosen. I'm proud of my sword skills. I enjoy training and drills, and I'm not afraid of battle. But risking my life for coin? It takes a special mindset to choose that lot with no regrets. You have to want to risk your blood. And I saw too many of my friends die, and I wondered if it was worth it. Okay, so he's somewhat of an experienced and grizzled, shall we say, soldier. So in the end, I decided to choose another path. Now, if I'm going to lay down my life, at least it'll be for the good cause. That's how I ended up in Mendev and became a squire for the Houndhearts. It's a small order. By tradition, it never has more than 12 members. What? That's a very small order, right? And a new member is only knighted after one of the elders dies. That seems like, get them all in a room and poison them, and that's the entire order gone. Like, geez. Yeah, very small order. Like, that's, wow. Wow. Okay. We patrol the lands along the Wardstone line and provide aid to travel. I mean, you say you patrol the lands? There's 12 of you. How much land can you cover? And provide aid to travelers and settlers. Unfortunately, death is common among the Houndhearts. How can death be common among the Houndhearts? There's only 12 of you. Listen, Ellen, I'm sorry to point this out. I'm sorry to sort of interrupt your story, but you guys need to, if you guys are going to help with the Crusades, you need to bring more people in, okay? Wow. I became a full knight 2 years ago after laying my mentor to rest. But I'm content with my choice. My place is among the Crusaders. Good for you. Good for you, Alan. Have you been serving in the Eagle Watch for long, Jana? Wait, that's a good point. He's in the Houndhearts. She's in the Eagle Watch. Is Curl a member of the Eagle Watch? Or is he just... Because when we saw him, he was like potentially going to steal some... yeah, exactly, Trilbait. One bad battle, and Nicaea says one bad battle, one bad poisoning, one landslide. Exactly. Like, there's so few of them that, like, one bad bit of luck, and they could be totally wiped out. In fact, maybe the fact that we've not seen any other Houndhearts yet, I don't think, is quite frankly because Ellen, or Elan, now I'm thinking of Elon. Musk here is too busy wanting to go to Mars and is the last of his order left. Hey, Cap Drago, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing pretty good. Got a little bit of man flu at the minute, but other than that, doing pretty well. Excited to continue this little playthrough. Either way, her order is lucky or very tough. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if there are still members of them left, I don't know. It could be one of two things, couldn't it? It could just be that they don't have very many members, and as a result, they're kind of at risk of being lost to history. Or it could be the case that there are very few members, but they are impressively trained. You know, they're very well trained. I don't know. It's pretty impressive they survived Canabras so far then. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that, Trilby, right? Because there was so much fighting, like large scale fighting across the city in those like first couple of hours, it seems, that, I mean, the majority of the standard Crusaders have been wiped out. So I can't imagine how many of his order are left. Or maybe they had another 12 lined up and ready to knight. Jeez, it just seems very dangerous for them. Yeah, have you been serving in the Eagle Watch for long, Jana? I signed up 4 days before the demon attack. Am I lucky or what? I wouldn't say lucky. Jana lets out an overly boisterous laugh. An overly boisterous laugh? So what are we talking about? Is it like ha 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 ha, like that sort of laugh? I'm an apprentice of a famous fencing master from Mivon. Mivon. And I learned a thing or two from him. Believe me, I soon got bored of fighting off bandits and getting involved in the petty squabbles of the bickering river kingdoms. I wanted a proper challenge. And you can't find a better place than Mendev. And what do you know? The moment I arrived, the demonic invasion began. My father would say that's no accident. Fate brought me here. Oof, unlucky. What about you, Carl? How did you end up among the condemned? Oh, he's in the condemned? That's not good. The condemned are like criminals and stuff, aren't they? From what I remember, the condemned are basically anyone who breaks the law and is sort of like in the midst of it when they choose to break the law, like they're in the middle of the, combat zone. They get recruited into the condemned, and they're basically like a legion of thugs and criminals and miscreants that are forced to basically take on like suicide missions for the Crusades. Damn. I wasn't expecting that. That's kind of a bummer. Oh, Carl, we hardly knew you. I just did what everyone else was doing. I grew up in the slums where everyone stole a little, or maybe smuggled or guarded stashes, so Carl stares into his mug gloomily. But I never killed anybody and I never did anything really bad. Ah, jeez. This is like the question of morality, isn't it? Like, is lawful really good if you're punishing someone who is fighting for survival? Ah, boy. Let me see. Question, Flanders. In your days as a DM, have you ever created either a kingdom, knight order, or mercenary company that you're still very proud of to this day? Oh boy. I think the first, in terms of, like, it's not really a kingdom, it's more of just like a landmass with a few different kingdoms in it. I think the first map that I ever made, that I ever properly made, is one that I am still very proud of. Yeah, because obviously, it's as a DM, like as a dungeon master, the first sort of like bit of world building that you do, it always is going to be quite special because it's kind of like your firstborn child, I suppose. So yeah, definitely, I would say that the first place that I don't know how to phrase it. The first, I suppose, kingdom. The first kingdom that I made, Demoria. That's pretty special to me. I still use that in my games while I'm running a campaign in it at the minute. Or yeah, Demoria, the first kingdom that I made. Although it's been so long since I've actually sat down and like done world building for that kingdom that a lot of it is very vague in my head, and I think before the next session because we've been on a bit of a hiatus. Before the next session that I do in that world, I think I need to go ahead and like look through my notes and world building notes and refresh myself. Cap Drago says Condemned is basically the war crime zone. Oh? Wait, so basically the war crime zone? So you're saying that the Condemned are basically those who can't be put into normal military a normal military unit because of what they might do. I mean, yeah, I can definitely understand that. It's just it's very strange that they lump them all together. I mean, like Curl said, he's not killed anybody before or anything like that. He just did a little bit of thievery and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know. I think they lump them together out of simplicity, but I don't know if that's it doesn't sit right. It doesn't sit right with Flanders. I'll say that much. Really? For me, it's a mercenary company called the Rusted Shields. Wait, I think you've told me about the Rusted Shields at some point. Possibly. Maybe not. But I feel like I remember something similar. I mean, if he were locked up in prison right now, he'd probably have been killed by demons. So almost a weird kind of look. Yeah, it's kind of like the simple situation of, because of where you committed a crime, you got lucky in the fact that you weren't put into prison, you know? You survived because you got thrown into the Condemned. Either way, so let's continue. Cap Drago says curse ads. Yeah, apologies for ads, guys. People who are just joining the stream might be getting hit with them again. If I need a bathroom break anytime soon, I'll go ahead and run another ad, and then it'll stop. It'll stop people from getting hit with them when they enter the stream. So I got caught stealing, and when they made me choose between prison and the Condemned, oh, he had a choice. Well, that's much more okay. I understand now. Well, of course I didn't want to go to prison. I'm not that good a fighter, but as Norgoba is my witness. Which god is Norgoba? Norgoba, or Norgoba, is known as the once mortal god of thievery and assassination. Wow. As well as a keeper of secrets. Okay. He's called the Reaper of the Reputation by some, but he has more insidious titles. Okay. Wow. Maybe we underestimated Carl. I wasn't expecting him to come out and be like, yeah, so I worship this god that's also known as the Father Skin Saw. Jeez. The Condemned, from what I know, is basically those who do bad and are stripped of their ranks. Oh, that doesn't seem to be... I mean, maybe that is the case. Maybe the Condemned are also made up of people who have committed war crimes, like you say. But going off of what the characters are saying here, it's more that it's like if you commit acts of thievery, or if you're a murderer, or if you commit a crime, basically, as a civilian, you're given the choice, at least in this region, you're given the choice of prison or joining the Condemned. That's it. That's what they're saying. But I mean, we're pretty early on in the game. It could be that we encounter some characters who point out that yes, there are officers who lead the Condemned who have committed war crimes. I'm not sure. Right, let me see. I might be having an early summer. Oh, how come, Spark? Carrie Lam, Hong Kong's head minister, is closing all schools and using them as COVID testing sites, as she aims for a 1 million per day testing capability. My God, that seems like a big step to make, closing all schools in order to do that. I think some of them are forced to be in it, like Staunton. Yeah, I think Staunton was commanded by the Queen to join the Condemned. So I don't think he did have a choice. So like somewhat low crimes, but they do also have some pretty nasty people in there as well, like some pretty high up criminals, I think. We're currently online anyways. Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad then. As long as, like, you know, I suppose it, like, I don't know, as long as it doesn't affect education too much, I think, because I think young people have already, I say young people, I'm reasonably young, but I'm still kind of an old ass man to a lot of people, I think. I think young people have been left kind of, everyone's been left off left worse off by everything that's happening, but I think young people have been left off in a pretty unique way, in that, you know, social lives, education, it's all been affected by what's going on. It's essentially, the short and thick of it is that in most countries you kind of have to be in education for a certain amount of time. You have to complete your education to some degree, and losing a year or two out of that has kind of set people back a little bit, I think. Apologies if I have to mute my microphone quite a bit, guys. Again, the man flu. I need to cough quite regularly. Okay, so Carl says, oh, let me check chat. Chat just blew up. I mean, I say it blew up, it's just it flashed at the corner of my eye. Unfortunately, I enjoy online school. I mean, wait, unfortunately you enjoy online school? Wait, do you mean because there's not going to be any school? Are they getting rid of school entirely and just giving you like an early summer and there's no online education either? Abyssal says, hey, Flanders, thanks for making the VODs. I really enjoyed it. Well, I'm really glad that you did enjoy it, Abyssal. Thanks very much for watching them. I really appreciate that. And I'm glad that you're enjoying, you know, catching up with the stream in VOD format. The streams are amazing. Well, that is a, yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm having a lot of fun doing them, and I think hopefully that comes across to you guys. Hopefully that makes this more worth watching, you know? Like if someone's having fun playing the game, which I definitely am. So summer's been shifted forward. Now got to go to school in the summer, which is awfully hot. Oh boy. Sweaty school. Ooh. Oh boy. That's going to be fun. Oh well, I mean, what plans have you got for your early summer then? Anything exciting? That's probably going to have thrown a spanner in the works for some people, right? Because what if people were wanting to go on vacation or something like that during summer? Oh, jeez. 35 degrees with 90% plus humidity. Oh, so that's just really, that's really muggy. Oh boy, so it's just like the air's hot and thick and like tar. And I hate that weather, that type of weather so much. Where I grew up, it wouldn't exactly be hot a lot of the time, but because I did grow up in the north, so it's cold. But when it is hot, it is so humid here, like up there, that it would get kind of like that, like not as hot, but still uncomfortable. I suppose it just depends on where you're climatized to, right? Yeah, I have fully caught up on the streams. Oh boy, Abyssal, there's going to be some more VODs going up. There's going to be some more. I think that the last stream's worth of VODs, there'll probably be another 6 videos, and I haven't put them up yet. So I apologize. If you feel you need to get caught up fully, then I will get them up real soon. I just need to edit them down. But yeah, I apologize for not getting them up. I was going to try and get them over the weekend, uploaded over the weekend, but I've been unwell, so I'm diving back into it today. I'm diving back into editing today. My cat is being rude and knocking things over. Oh, Cap Drago, that's oh. See, this is why I have a dog, because dogs tend to just sit still and not really do anything. They're quite, well, they can be quite lazy. Cats, as wonderful as they are, they can be little mischief makers at times. They can be serious little mischief makers. Let me see. I mean, luckily I like both animals, but I think I am actually allergic to cats in some small way. I got caught stealing, and when they made me choose between... Oh yeah, we got up to... So, yeah, so we said about Norgorber. A thief can also be useful in a war against demons. I've always been a good scout. I can sneak under the nose of any monster, but I don't know where my friends are now. We got separated when the demons rampaged through the sea. Oh shit. Chin up, friend. Whoever you are in the past, you're our friend now, and a crusader. Your skills will be useful to us. You'll see. How do you all know Sealer? Let me see. Yeah, like, didn't expect General, Nicaea, and Paladin to have a character. It was a golden opportunity. It was a golden ticket. Yeah, for those of you who are in stream today, maybe joining us just today, or who have not been watching the stream so far, but you know, have came online and took a look today, you can redeem your channel points from viewing the stream to have your character in game, or to get a character in game, I should say. All you need to do is redeem your channel points. It's 2,000 points. It is the name generator option in the channel points section. You redeem your points. You let me know what you want the character to be called. Join the Discord, because that is the best way for you to share a portrait with me. Or I do have, as you will see soon, I do have a load of portraits that I've added to the game that people can pick through. But yeah, join the Discord and give me all the information about the character. If you haven't already joined, that is. All my fellow Hound Hearts were... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I'm diving into it, missing a load of text. I met my noble sister on the road to Canabras. I was returning from the south. Sorry, I was returning from the south from my fiancé. Oh, he's getting married. And was happy to be in the company of a paladin of Iomedae. We said our farewells at the city gates, and I went north along the road to Dresden, to my order's camp. I thought Dresden was under demon control. Elan's face grows grim at the mention of the camp. The demons attacked us there, at the same time they struck Canabras, but we managed to fight them off. We hurried to the city's aid and joined forces with the Eagle Watch. All my fellow Hound Hearts were wounded during the battle on the streets. I mean, there's only 12 of you, so I'm not surprised. I'm the last knight of my order who can still fight. It's so good to see Sealer again. Every loyal heart counts these days. I met Sealer at a tavern in Canabra, before the attack of course. She was one of the few who would sit at a table with the condemned. Knights usually don't even look at us, but Sealer is different. I knew it the moment I saw her. That's what made me notice Sealer too. So I sat down to talk to her. I never understood why everyone treated the condemned so horribly, and I still don't. Our Curl is a great lad. Okay, now I just want to read it out in a Yorkshire accent because of the word lad. Or at least a northern accent. That's what made me notice Sealer too. So I sat down to talk to her. I never understood why everyone treated the condemned so horribly, and I still don't. Our Curl is a great lad. So after that night, Sealer and I went round the taverns together. Every day. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Let me see. Guess I'll farm for channel points. Were those portraits from Paladin? Because he did send a lot of art. The thing with all the art he sent, I can't talk. I haven't put that art into the game yet. The reason for that is because I have to crop it all down myself, and there's a lot of it. So what I'm going to do is, like, obviously that art is there, and if people take a look through that art and they see something they like, that's when I'll crop those down. But otherwise it's going to be... Oh my god, thank you so much, Nicaea. Jeez, Nicaea, that's so generous of you. Wow. Thank you very much. What? Abyssal is blown away. But yeah, Nicaea, thank you so much for that. That's really, really generous. Right. Let me see, guys. Let me see. I've totally forgot what I was saying. That took me by surprise. Yeah, I haven't cropped down Paladin's artwork yet because there is a lot of it. Very cool art, by the way. I don't know where he found it. I think it was maybe on Pinterest or something like that. But very cool art. But I haven't cropped it down, and I probably won't crop any of them down unless somebody says like, oh, I really like that. I want that to be my character. Sealer, did you just call me over because, or is something the matter? I don't think she... Oh no, she did call us over, didn't she? Let's deal with this then. I didn't just want to talk about today's celebration. You see, Elan is in trouble. I want to help him, and I don't know anyone else in this city who I can turn to. His fellow knights were all wounded in battle. All 11 of them. I think that's going to be a running joke, unfortunately. When we find out that a knightly order only has 12 members, and then one of them then tries to say, oh, all of our order were injured, as if like there were hundreds of them, we're going to keep bringing up the fact there's only 12 of them.